Hey, what's going on? Jeff Ratcliffe here, and I have your top 5 wide receiver rankings for PPR in 2018. We're going to get things started at number 5. We have Michael Thomas for you there, New Orleans Saints wide receiver. He's really hit the ground running in his pro career, and he's coming off a massive 104 catch season. Only 2 receivers had more than him last year in terms of catches. Obviously, catches are a very good thing in PPR. Now, let's be clear, the Saints are a more run-heavy team than they've ever been in Drew Brees' tenure in New Orleans. But it doesn't really matter for Michael Thomas. He's still going to be the primary pass catcher. Now, I would like to see him improve on the 5 touchdowns he scored last year, but heavy volume for Michael Thomas, so he comes in at number 5. Let's go to number 4, and of course we have Odell Beckham Jr. at number 4. One of the big names who was injured last year, Aaron Rodgers, David Johnson. Okay, Odell Beckham Jr. too, you lost a lot of time with him, but he is going to be back. He is an absolute fantasy stud, and beyond that, he's going to benefit from the vertical concepts in Pat Shurmur's offense. Pat Shurmur taking over, this Giants offense is going to look a little different than what you saw out of them under Ben McAdoo. So you have to love Odell Beckham Jr., his upside, the one-handed catches, everything that he has to bring to the table for PPR purposes. Let's go to number 3. At number 3, we have Julio Jones. Sure, I get it. He only scored 3 touchdowns last year. Okay, but you know what else he's done? He's had 4 straight 1,400-yard seasons. That's absolutely incredible. Julio Jones is an absolute beast. And I do think the touchdown productivity increases this season. I'll tell you exactly why. The biggest complaint about Julio Jones, not used enough in the red zone. Okay, well, he was last year. In fact, he averaged 1 end zone target per game, 16 end zone targets on the season. That's a humongous number for wide receivers. It's an elite number, and if that continues, his touchdown production is going to go up. And the best thing about Julio Jones, because the market is down on him, you're very likely going to be able to get him in the early 2nd round of your PPR drafts in 12-team leagues. That's awesome. Let's go to number 2, DeAndre Hopkins. Bounced back in a big way. Remember, he was a big disappointment in 2016. A lot of folks went out and drafted him, didn't like the result, so his value was depressed last year, and all he did was go out and straight up beast. 13 touchdowns, led the position. Of course, Deshaun Watson as well. We know what that did while Watson was healthy last year. The connection between those two was fantastic, and Watson will be back under center for the Texans this year. A lot of volume for DeAndre Hopkins as well, so you have to like him as the number 2 PPR wide receiver. That only leaves one, and I think you know who's coming in at number 1, Antonio Brown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Insert the GOAT emoji right now. He is the best in the game. If we look at what he's been able to do over the course of his career, he has 6,000-yard seasons in the last 7 years. He has 1,400-plus yards in 4 of the last 5 seasons. You cannot make this stuff up, folks. He's also scored 52 touchdowns over the last 5 years. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. He is one of the best to ever play the game, and he's still in his prime. He is far and away the number 1 PPR wide receiver for me, and he's going to be the first wide receiver taken in your drafts in PPR this year. Think we missed somebody? Give us a comment below. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe for more videos from Pro Football Focus Fantasy, and make sure you check out ProFootballFocus.com.